that we have 1.1 million of measured and indicated resource and over 1.6 million in total. And you have to understand that only a fraction of the historical data, has either been incorporated or validated into that. So the work that the geologists and the engineers are doing to assess the structure is resulting in us hitting on almost every single hole, right? And I want you to have an appreciation for that, because it's very easy to say, well, geez, it's the Comstock, just go drill anywhere, you're going to hit gold and silver. That's kind of true, but it's not totally true, right? We're saving millions and millions and millions of dollars because these guys have a precise model that they're following. I think Larry's favorite quote shows up in almost every press release is, well, these results validate the model, right? And that's what we want to show you today. So when you think about 1.6 million ounces and you say, well, where is it? Well, 1.2 million of it sits in this area, less than 500 feet from the surface, with extremely low strip ratios, with great metallurgy, all oxide ores that can be processed on our heap leach. Another 200,000 sits on the Dayton resource area, less than 200 feet from the surface. Near surface, good grade, very, very economically extractable. In most cases, this is a company already, it's done, right? And we're just getting started. None of this includes the drilling that's been done since October. The guys are going to show you precisely that we've drilled over 300 holes and over 100,000 feet, none of which is included in any of the numbers that you see on this, right? They're going to take you through how we keep hitting high grades. They're going to take you through some of our plans as we go forward. They're going to peel back some of the interpretations. Now, just as a little bit of a fair warning, right? Most of our presentations have been designed to give you an open overview and let you ask as many questions as you want. On the exploration one, the guys are going to get a little bit more technical. It's a little bit longer, right? But we really want to address some of the real specific questions that people are interested in hearing about. I think you'll find it fascinating. Okay? In Lucerne, we're marching down the path here. We're marching down the path. We're going to have this, we actually just got the mercury permit. The way it works is that the state finalizes it 100% and then sends it to you for final review. They sent it to us for final review yesterday. We reviewed it. We sent it a little editorial nits, and we would expect probably before we're out of here this week that it'll be done, okay? So that's not really news. We've been saying it forever that it's coming any day, so I guess I'm saying the same thing, but I'm giving you one more step closer. So mercury permit was newly required. That box is going to be checked. We have all of our other permits, which Cliff will take you through. We're drilling on, we just finished drilling on the east side. Right now we're drilling on the west side. You'll see the drills. We just finished drilling on the Dayton. May 30th, we'll be releasing those results over the next month. And that'll lead to a new technical report in August. Once we get our air quality permit, which is targeted for August timeframe, we're going to go into production thereafter, right? Cliff will give you some better insights to that schedule and how we're managing it. We can't wait, okay? We're funded in October. Everybody knows we raised $35.75 million. Through March, we had $26 million. You see where we're spending the money, right? We're spending the money in exploration mine development. That number today, if you look at just the external dollars spent, it's extraordinary. Larry will take you through that. It's about $3 million. We actually had to spend about $1 million, about $800,000 of legacy payments from last year's programs out of these monies, and then the rest is internal dollars. But in total, that number is over $5 million today, right? And now you're going to start to see this number go up. We spent $800,000 to date on our $2 million crushing facility, which is due to be delivered, to our distributor in August, and then ultimately to us and into production right thereafter. We're completely on track for going into production this year, and we're ahead of schedule, I would say, in terms of the minerals that we've been hitting on exploration so far. We have a great opportunity with you all here today because we have a mix, I think, for the first time, of some of our longest, most loyal investors who've come out in 06, come out in 08. I think you'll have a completely different feel coming out today, right? But also our debt holders, including John and his companies, including Alex Gorin and his companies, have converted their debt to equity. I can't think of a more powerful statement, right, to have lenders in today's world, right, convert their investment into permanent equity, right, as a stronger testament to what they believe in as a company. And then companies like Sun Valley, Master Gold, and others, and OCAP, Jared's here today, who invested meaningful dollars for the first time. So we have a mix of long-term small investors, long-term big investors, and brand new big investors, all together at the same time. Our story is exactly the same, right? So thank you all for doing that. I'll talk about the capital structure and some of the more details tomorrow, but I'm also available. Today throughout. So, in terms of how that goes, we've already seen a massive expansion in our institutional investor base. The company literally went from being substantially all retail investors to, in dollar terms today, over 70% institutional. Okay, and part of that is the folks that we just mentioned. We got listed on the Amex, and we're starting to get interest from many corners now, right? And what happens is when investors start to have interest, banks follow. So that's funny how banks are, right? So we have some great of our bankers here today also supporting us. But we've had some research published by some independent guys. Sean Weiss and Doug Thomas put very strong comments out. Sean Weiss said he would expect the resource, we didn't say this, Sean Weiss said this, to be at least 5 to 10 million ounces. We didn't say this, Sean Weiss said this, right? Doug Thomas came out with a $12 to $15 target, based on his model and his analysis, right? And then we've had visits already from Jennings Capital and inquiry